All right, you guys. So we got everything set up, and now we need to go ahead and set up your Facebook catalog. So if you've kind of toyed around with this prior to the year 2020, it's going to look a little bit different. So we're here in the back end of our Honest E-commerce Shopify site. And you can see over here on the left-hand side that we already have our Facebook channel downloaded. If you don't have that downloaded already, you're going to go here into apps, visit the Shopify App Store and download Facebook, making sure that you've got the most up-to-date version, which is this round logo Facebook. So I'm going to go over here into my Facebook. So we currently don't have anything set up. I'm going to go down to Facebook Marketing and click Start Setup. And then we're just going to walk you through the steps here. This is exactly what your account's going to look like. The beauty of this new Shopify Facebook connection is that it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, particularly in regard to building a catalog and setting up a product feed. And so, we're going to walk through these steps, and we'll kind of cross our fingers that Facebook and Shopify decide to work for us today, but I think we should be good to go. So I'm going to click Connect Account. It's going to pop over here into Facebook. You'll see my personal Facebook here. I'm going to say continue as Ryan. So Facebook account is connected. Now I'm going to come down here and select what business manager account that I want to connect. So you can see here, I've got a couple of business manager accounts attached to my personal one. We're going to click Electric Eye. That's where our Honest E-commerce page is. So I selected my business manager account. So I put in my personal Facebook account. As you recall, your business manager has to be attached to a Facebook account. You can't just have a business manager. So, and your business page and all of those things are connected. So I connected my personal account. Then I connected my business manager account because that is the account that has the Facebook page that I want to connect. So I've got this Honest E-commerce page in here. I'm going to click connect. Then I go right into ad accounts, and this is going to show all the ad accounts that are connected there. I've got my Honest E-commerce ad account already created inside of that's attached to this business manager and to that Facebook page. So I'm going to click connect here. We're going down. We're going to skip this for now. We'll talk about it in a second. So I'm going to skip this. We're in the US, so I'm going to select United States. And then it's going to auto agree to the terms and conditions. Otherwise, you won't be able to get in. So I'm going to click finish setup here. Sweet. So your page should look something similar to this. So as you can see here, it says Facebook marketing, one product is approved by Facebook. We're, ready to create a campaign here. One more thing I'm going to go ahead and double check. I'm going to go into the settings inside of this Facebook app. I'm going to my marketing settings, and I'm going to do my commerce settings as well. But we're going to go to marketing settings. We're going to go ad account. Just double check that this is all the correct information here. See if this will load for us. I'm going to skip down really quickly to data sharing settings. This is another thing that you'll want to double check. So in your data sharing settings, we've got these 3 levels. So you've got standard, enhanced, and maximum. And this is attached to how much data is going to be shared utilizing your Facebook pixel. There's basically never a reason to not use maximum. It's going to collect the most amount of data. It's going to allow you to use your Facebook pixel to the best of its full capacity and to its full ability. So now we've got this Facebook shop set up. Our Facebook channel set up, not our Facebook shop, Facebook marketing. So now when I go over into my Facebook business, we'll jump in here, go into Electric Eye. going to click on Honest Ecommerce. And then you can see we're inside Honest Ecommerce. Then I'm going to go over here, going into my catalog manager and view more. We didn't name ours yet, so it just created this, right? Shopify product catalog. So we've got this already in here, and you can change the name for your catalog once you're inside. And then we land here, and you can see there's my Facebook ads course. So now I would be able to use this catalog to set up our bottom of the funnel ads. But Facebook or the Facebook Shopify integration takes care of all of that for you now. So you can get in here and do a couple of extra things. If you want to do set up your Instagram shop, you can do that and set up this Facebook shop as well. But those are not mandatory things since we set up this Facebook marketing side of things inside the Facebook channel. So after that, you are all set to go. So as we mentioned during our video setup, the Facebook Shopify channel has changed slightly. So if you were currently operating a Shopify store and are just now getting into a more in-depth understanding with ads, maybe you had your Facebook channel connected for the shop purposes, that's all been updated. So we put some more instructions in our supplementary materials guide on how to update that. If you have the old connection, no stress, that Pixel plugin in your preferences is still going to be active. But we do recommend going through the process that we went through of updating that Pixel and that Facebook and Shopify connectivity. And also obviously plays a role into your catalog setup as well. So there's some more information and steps and a guide on that in your supplementary materials. So make sure to check that out. All right, so we obviously got our Shopify and Facebook Pixel connected. This verifying your pixel process obviously used to look slightly different. All of these pieces of the puzzle continue to get updated. So the best way to do this is after you've connected Shopify with your Facebook pixel is to wait 24 hours and then you'll go back into Facebook, into what's called the Events Manager to verify your pixel. There's more step-by-step instructions on verifying your pixel in the supplementary materials guide. So make sure to check that out. But give your Shopify channel about 24 hours. So if you're getting regular sales, which you should be at this point if you're into this course, if you're getting regular sales, it's automatically going to start populating all that information. So leads us right into our next slide, which is talking about what are the standard events that Shopify automatically populates. So there's a couple of them. These are the main ones: viewed content, search, add to cart, initiate checkout, add payment info, and purchase. So obviously the big ones here that we really care about are mainly going to be purchase and add to cart. So you'll notice add to cart, initiate checkout, and add payment info all kind of sound like similar steps or the same step. Add to cart means I was shopping on my site and I clicked the add to cart button. I have not done anything else other than that. Initiated checkout means that I've gone into my checkout page. So I've gone into my cart and I have started on to the next screen on the checkout. So if you're a Shopify store, you've looked at your cart and now you've gone onto the next page where I start to plug in my email, my shipping address, all of that. That's initiated checkout. Add payment info. I've now gone past add to cart. I've now initiated the checkout. I've gotten to the point of adding my payment information. I could still fall off here. So adding payment information does not mean that I have fully confirmed my price, or excuse me, my purchase. Well, your price as well, but fully confirmed my purchase. So they sound really similar and they sound really close, but those are three distinct steps. If you are looking to do some testing further down the line, we don't recommend doing this right away, but if you're looking to do some testing further down the line, and you're maybe having people fall off at different points during this process, it's good to be able to check and communicate with your development team oh, we're seeing people fall off in the initiates checkout. So maybe your checkout screen is loading really, really poorly, or it's not mobile friendly, or something of that nature. And so some of these, like targeting for some of these events and seeing a specific amount of drop off can be helpful in addressing some of those issues inside of your business as well. And one last thing that we'll mention with all of these standard events and in reference to your pixel is that if you are thinking ahead, it's always good to get your pixel set up well in advance of you when you are planning on running ads, because the farther in advance that pixel is set up, the more data it has to collect to be able to inform some of the things that we're going to do around audience creation and different types of targeting. So if you can go through this course, get your pixel set up, and maybe you're not ready to run ads for 2 to 3 weeks, that's actually going to ultimately benefit you. So don't think, oh, I'm not ready to run ads yet, so I don't want to get my pixel set up. Get that pixel set up and attached to your website as soon as possible. The more data that it collects, the stronger that your ads are going to be right off the bat.